Hi, it's Cece from Making My House a Home, and this is Juju.
Hi.
And we're here because we kind of want to bring some information to light. First off, we are so sorry if you're affected from Hurricane Helene. So sorry, or Helene it is, I'm sorry. But whatever's happened to you, I wish you the best, and I wish you to get back on your feet as soon as possible. And my hair's all goofy. But the one thing I wanted to bring out to the public, I know somebody, and she knows somebody that has their generator still in the box. That's not going to do you any good when the storm's bearing down on you. You're losing your power, or you've already lost it, and you need to now figure out how to set this thing up. How does it run? How long will it last? How many kilowatts? Can I put all my freezers on it, or just one? And which one's more important of the freezers you have? You know, you need to determine what your needs are before it's needed. So I implore you, if you are going out and buying now because this is happening, you're going out, I'm going to get myself a generator. Well, I wish I had one. But if I had one, I'd learn how to work it. Because if my husband was not here and this happened and I had to turn the thing on, I'd want to know it inside and out. And this other person has a son-in-law that would come over and handle it. But what happens if they have appendicitis and they're in the hospital and this storm hits? Who's going to do it for them?
Well, and another thing is, if you haven't, a typical scenario, if you haven't bought a generator and you're going to buy one, research it first.
Speak up louder.
You need to get a generator that works for you. I myself have a generator because we have lost power for over a week 3 different times. And so we have a generator, but it's gasoline powered. Now, my sister got a generator and it's solar powered. So you have to figure out which kind of generator works best for you.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get one, learn how to use it. Don't wait till you have to need to use it.
Because you don't want to be outside trying to fill it with gas or whatever if it's not charged up from the sun.
Or if it's nighttime.
Yeah, and you can't see because you've lost all your lights and all you got is just this little
Flashlight.
tinky flashlight that
Yeah.
you didn't bother to make sure it had a good charge to it.
Yeah. And
you know, there's so many things you can do to prepare.
Yeah. Typical scenario is flashlights.
Yeah.
Last time we lost power for a day and a half. Okay, get the flashlights out. Yeah, I couldn't find any. We found 2 upstairs. They were dead. And then we had to get one from the garage, and it worked. But, I mean, you need to be proactive in just having things around your house, knowing where it is, keeping it battery oriented. Okay, so you don't want to keep your batteries in your flashlight.
Right, because they'll corrode.
They'll corrode, but keep them in a baggie next to it.
And don't let the ends touch.
Is that dark or is that me?
It's dark. It's okay.
Okay, so keep your batteries in a baggie, but taped to them or beside them or in the box, but you need to keep stuff at hand. Now, I personally went and bought solar-powered flashlights, and they're charged all the time, so that if I need one now, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
And they came in a package. There were 4 of them in a package, and I bought them from Amazon. And, I mean, they're great. They're bright and everything. So, I mean, just kind of keep things at hand, whether you just want to use candles in your house or you want to use flashlights.
Here's a tip, and you haven't heard this. I saw where somebody went and bought all those little solar stakes that you can buy at the dollar store.
Yeah.
To light your sidewalk.
Yeah.
They got like 15 of them. Put them in a flower pot and set them up to keep them charged. Then when they ran out of power, they would just take it inside and it would just light up the whole room.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's an awesome idea. I never thought of that. Isn't it amazing to what people will think of when you have no power?
So that would be a solar thing that you could do cheap for like $12, get 12 of them, and just sit them outside. Like right now, it would be charging with the sunshine. And even in the winter when it's really, really cold, you still got sun shining down.
Yeah.
And you could keep them charged. Oh, jeez. There was one of them lantern bugs right on top of the camera.
Oh my goodness, how rude. Well, and for someone like us, we live in the country.
I don't.
We have a well, and when you have no power, you have no water.
Yeah.
So we have learned that we got those 3-gallon containers like you put on a water unit, and we have filled them with water we keep in the basement so that if we lose power for a week, the generator doesn't have to be running all the time. During the day, it doesn't need to be on too much. We use that water to flush the toilets or, you know, whatever you need to wash your hands or whatever. That's the water we use for that. I mean, common sense tells you that out there on the internet, you can find all kind of things to help you survive.
That are solar.
We learned the hard way.
Yeah.
When you lose electricity in the winter, in the dead of winter, and it's, you know, 10 degrees outside, there is no way to get warm. There's just no way. So you keep as much food you can in a cooler on the porch. I mean, this is what we did that first time we lost electricity. We had an ice storm and it knocked all the trees down with all the electric lines.
And I wanted them to come here, but Billy was afraid to leave the house and not be able to tend to things.
Yeah, and I see his point.
I see his point too.
You know, and if he's not leaving, I'm not leaving either. My family wanted us all to come and stay, but it was only a week and we survived. We didn't know that was going to happen 3 times to us, but it has in our lifetime. 3 times we were without power for a week.
You're still thawing out.
I know, and I'm cold here. You know, but
It's like 72.
What does she know?
I know.
Anyways, we just wanted to say to you, before a crisis happens to you,
Be prepared.
Like it's already happened to so many unlucky individuals.
And we're so sorry about that for you.
We really are.
I feel really bad for the people that never thought it would happen like that to them.
Yeah.
And here it is. Bang. So I just wanted to pop this quick video out there to remind you to be prepared for when this happens again, because it's going to.
Well, and you don't know. I mean, those poor people that lived inland so far getting those feet and feet of floodwaters coming up. They never expected any of that. And why would you?
Yeah.
So, you know, you really have to be proactive in taking care of you. You know why? Because no one else is going to take care of you. You have to take care of you. And sure, this is only a little video for you to look at and see some ideas that we're passing along. But we want you to know that we care about you. And if there are things that are in your world that might happen, by all means, be proactive.
And a good channel to watch that's put out a good amount of videos that was right in the middle of that in South Carolina is Roots and Refuge. And she has been explaining to people how they're functioning and how they're getting through things. Had a bug.
No way.
Yes. And she's, you know, a big proponent on get prepared. And Roots and Refuge, her name is Jess. She's just a sweet girl. And every time she's done with her videos, she goes, I bless you.
Oh,
I love that.
oh, that's nice.
But anyhow, you know, I'm so flabbergasted at what has happened. And I see all these videos where in Asheville, you had a block of stores and things, and it said yesterday. And then at the bottom picture, it says today.
Yeah.
And all is there is mud. Nothing's there.
And I think that we've all known people who have had floods. My mother lived through a flood in 1936.
My mother did too.
And lost everything she had.
She was 3 years old, and they were across the tracks down there on 3rd Avenue, which is now McIntyre Way, named after our chief that was murdered. And they had to come rescue my grandma and her kids in a rowboat, or canoe. It was a canoe. And they rowed her from over there all the way over to the railroad tracks.
Wow.
And she remembers being 3 years old doing this.
And it must have been the
she's not
same
here now.
flood.
Yeah, it was the
36.
Johnstown flood, yeah.
And my mom lived in Millville when it happened.
Oh my, that was bad.
It was bad down there, and she said you never want to live through that. And what a nightmare it was. And so we've all known people like that.
The big point I want to get across to people is that down where it was all affected, there were people inundating the police and emergency things. Come help me, come get me, come fix my power, because they weren't prepared. But there were people that just, their whole house just wiped away. Those are the people that they're trying to help. And it's like, okay, your house is okay, but you don't have power. Step to the back of the line.
Yeah.
So you have to remember, if you're prepared, they're not going to need to take care of you. And if you're not prepared and your power goes out and you're worried about your food going bad and all this stuff, the police are not the people to call. They're trying to help people who lost everything. And they know your power's out because everybody's power was out. But to insist that people come help you because you didn't prepare, that doesn't sit well with me.
Well, it is what it is.
It is what it is, but let's try to be proactive instead of reactive. And I guess what this video is all about. Be reactive and be proactive to get ready in case something happens so that you can react and know, okay, well, I got this, I got that, I got this, I know what to do. I'm not caught without having, I almost said not caught with my pants down, but that doesn't apply.
No.
But, please try to get yourself, and even if you're older and you're in a high rise, you can put those $1.25 sticks from Dollar Tree in a pot by your window and charge them so that you have some light, so that you're not sitting there in the dark saying, I can't read my medicine.
Yeah. I have that same problem.
Yeah. So
Nowadays.
with that, we're going to plant you now.
And we just wish you luck in your endeavors with this. And
Yeah.
we'll dig you later.
We'll dig you later. Praying for you all out there that were affected.
Yes.
Love
we
ya.
are. Love you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.